All right, testing 1 2 1 2, testing 1 2. May I have attention, please, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you. I welcome you all to the Final Fields program for the OK Grand Challenge, slated for the 4th of June 2022. This afternoon, we'll get to see who will be running in the prestigious OK Grand Challenge, the feature race, on Saturday, the 4th of June. May I welcome from OK Zimbabwe, the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Max Karombo. Please give him a warm round of applause. He's here this afternoon with his Chief Finance Officer, Mr. Phil Mushosho. Let's make him feel welcome. I'd also like to welcome the Marketing Director, Ms. Juliet Ziskwa. And from the National and Turf Club side, may I welcome the MTC Vice Chairman, Mr. Scott Buchan. I'd also like to welcome the Racing and Admin Executive, Ms. Bettina Gurajena, as well as the stewards of MTC present. May I also take this opportunity to welcome the members of the racing fraternity, all media houses and affiliates present, and all the invited guests gracing us with your presence this afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us as we unveil the field that will take to the course on the 4th of June 2022. Now let's get straight into the program. May I invite up to the podium the MTC Vice Chair, Mr. Scott Buchan, to give us his remarks. Let's make him feel welcome as he comes up.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to Bordale Park for the acceptances of the 33rd running of the OK Grand Challenge. I take this opportunity on behalf of the Mashonaland Turf Club to once again welcome the Chief Financial Officer OK, Mr. Phil Mushosho. Thank you for being with us today. All the directors of Mancom and the OK Group that are with us, the Marketing OK team headed up by Marketing Director Juliet Sizwa, and of course, the CEO, Mr. Max Karombo. From the Mashonaland Turf Club, Bettina Gurajena, who has worked tirelessly and heads up our OK Grand Challenge racing team and racing centre, our board of stewards, all our trainers, grooms and staff that are with us today, and then of course our media houses and advertising companies that have played their own special role in formatting and rolling out the OK Grand Challenge this year. Over the years, the OK Grand Challenge has not only become a much loved and permanent fixture of the Zimbabwean racing calendar, but it's become a permanent fixture in our national sporting and fashion calendar, and now, undeniably, a major race within the international racing fraternity. This international focus not only presents Bordale Park as a world-class racing centre, but it also adds to the attractiveness of our city, Harare, as an international destination, and of course gives fantastic exposure to the OK Group as a leading international brand and company. This will be the second time that the OK Grand Challenge has been run with a virtual and online offering. There's been a large and encouraging uptake from all of you that allows both a VIP, a fashion, and a marketing experience from the comfort of your own home. From Mushandige to Mushumbi Pools, both you and I will be enjoying racing. The fashion, the shopping, the excitement, and the opportunity to win. We have, for the first time ever, a 4-host broadcasting audience this year. It's carried by our nation's flagship, ZBC, DSTV throughout Zimbabwe and South Africa, and the now recently envisaged Gold Circle Television, and out of KwaZulu-Natal, Durban, who host the Durban July, and of course, OK's very own live streaming of the event alongside Clocking the Gallop. The partnership that has developed over the years is between horse racing and OK has transcended into more than just a horse race. It is more than just a national sporting event, and if I may acknowledge OK's obvious transformation over the last 2 years, their investment into our sport, that this year is the largest yet, $70,000 in the main race, $90,000 into races held on the day in a full pool pot. This, as well as their brand expansion internally, and the vision that Mr. Max Karombo and his team have so energetically started 12 months ago, has culminated in a business that is vibrant, exciting, and committed to improving the lives of all Zimbabweans. The MTC and this event has become a part of that, a platform for everyone out there. Both you and I, where 2 years of lockdowns, hardships, and an undeniable rising cost of living, the OK Grand Challenge promotion that has run over the last 4 months brings fun, laughter, happiness, and of course savings. It leaves no one behind. On behalf of Mashonaland Turf Club, I would like to personally thank the OK Group for your continued investment in our sport. This day will bring so much to so many. From our trainers, our owners, our grooms, who will win this race and have a lifetime of memories that will be etched within them forever. I also thank the OK Group for allowing these memories and this opportunity to win to all those throughout our nation. This will not only serve to encourage our youth, but it will give inspiration to each and every one of them. It will improve and it will provide even the smallest of platforms to allow them to develop into our future leaders and hopefully one day future businessmen. Max, your continued support is invaluable, and I thank you. I also have some rather good news for you today. I would like to share with the OK Group, and I know that Mr. Albert Katsande has been very passionate about horse racing throughout his time with the OK Group of stores. He has always treated it as his own personal project, both in-store and on course. I also know how involved, Max, you've been in the industry and with horses throughout your time and how close you've been to the Mashonaland Turf Club. In light of OK's continued stake commitment, as well as the decades-long partnership with Mashonaland Turf Club, I'm pleased to announce today that the OK Grand Challenge, within the rules of the APC and Southern African horse racing, has officially, as of this morning, been elevated to a Grade 1 listed event. Well done, you deserve it.
Thanks very much, Mr. Scott Buchan. I'll now call upon from the OK side, the Zimbabwe Marketing Director, Ms. Juliet Ziskwa. Let's give her a warm round of applause.
That was heartwarming to hear you talk about happiness, because that is what we stand for. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and all protocols observed. The OK Grand Challenge Jackpot promotion, as you know, is an annual shoppers customer promotion that is run by OK Zimbabwe every single year. The first edition of this promotion was launched in the month of April 1988. And there are some people who work for OK Zimbabwe who are younger than the promotion, by the way. But it has become such an iconic promotion in this country, like Scott has alluded to. The first promotion ran across 6 weeks leading to the race day. For a purchase of $5 Zimbabwean, a customer would receive one of 5 coupons randomly at the till point. I think Mr. Chinks, where's Mr. Chinks? Mr. Chinks will remember this, when the first promotion was run. After 34 years of the OK Grand Challenge, it has become the biggest promotion in the land and in Southern Africa. It has created the largest horse race attendance on the continent and still lives on today as the most anticipated horse race in the continent. In 2020, the promotion faced its first major hurdle with the unforeseen pandemic COVID-19. The promotion traditionally relied on the printed coupon as the major mechanic for the customers to win the amazing prizes, which would subsequently lead to the highly hyped and anticipated race day event. The year 2020, therefore, became the first year in the 34-year history that the promotion had to be put on hold. This is why we're saying this is the 33rd edition, but the promotion itself is 34 years old. In 2021, the OK Grand Challenge morphed into its first digital identity. The role of the physical coupon had to be abandoned and was assumed by the point system virtually. The customers would now need to register into the OK Grand Challenge, earn points, and then stand a chance to win any of the cash prizes and the big prize, which is the Ford Ranger. What I can testify to is that this year has been another learning year for us, and we're getting better, particularly with the use of our digital platforms, with the use of our in-store, use of our chatbots on WhatsApp, use of our USSD, which is really in line with the consumer trends. Now, getting to the exciting part. I'm sure you're wondering why we termed this race to happiness. Happiness lies in knowing that we possess the good that we seek, and this is St. Thomas Aquinas who said this. Happiness in itself is a state, it is a process, it is a feeling, it is tangible, but it has a color, and that color is red. We all want to be happy, no matter what the background we are from. We want to smile, we want to be at peace in this life. OK Zimbabwe, over the past 12 months, has come through now with a purpose. That premises it on happiness. This is what we now say at OK Zimbabwe. We exist to make happiness tangible by planting smiles on our employees, on our customers, on our suppliers, on our shareholders, and the communities we operate in. In a nutshell, we are saying that we are about creating theaters of happiness. And even more, we are saying that we're building a purposeful, modern, and agile business. I'm sure it can be tested. You can see it from the testimony of the setup that we've got here. These are our first steps into ensuring that we become a purposeful, modern, and agile business. We believe that happy employees serve better at any day, and we inculcate a sense of ownership in them. So we now focus, of course we've been focusing on them, but we are over-indexing on making sure that our employees are happy. That's firstly. And then we are committed to making sure that our customers are happy. In store, across our stores, you know we have OK Mart, we have OK stores, and we've got Bomber shares. We are now driving a lot more customer experience so we can create theaters of happiness. If you come into our stores, especially towards the end of the promotion, we've been doing this ever since the 8th of April. Every single Saturday, we create theaters of happiness. We make sure that our customers are happy, and we celebrate with them. We believe that happy suppliers can also stretch the smile that we are today promising to our customers. They represent our support. And then lastly, we have a social responsibility toward the communities that we operate in, like we've got today. And the beauty with this kind of partnership is doing well by doing good. We're obviously supporting the sport, but also it's coming through with our social responsibilities to our customers and making sure that we've got massive savings and discounts for our customers. No business can ever exist well without the support of the communities that they are in. The community makes a bloom. Therefore, we carry a mandate to always make sure that they're happy in everything that we do. We are a wholesome product of the community. We are excited about being part of the OK Grand Challenge, and we're looking forward to the race day. I hope we will see you, and I know we will. We'll see you on Saturday the 4th as we race to happiness. Thank you.
Thanks very much there. That's Ms. Juliet Ziskwa for OK Zimbabwe. And now we'll get to the part where you've all been waiting for, the unveiling of the final field, the 2022 class that's going to run in the OK Grand Challenge. May I call upon the ladies from OK to come through to unveil the board. Please come through, give them a warm welcome as they come through. And we'll see who's who in the zoo for 2022. You can go ahead and open up the board. The runners, ladies and gentlemen, for the OK Grand Challenge of 2022. And here we go. Right. There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, the field of 2022, the OK Grand Challenge runners in order. I'll go through them. Number 1 is What a Dandy. It will be written by Norbert Tekawira for Deborah Swanson. 2 is Lily Blue, Jared Penny for Bridget Steidolf. Number 3 is Captain of Tortuga, Francois Harold for the Steidolf Yard. 4, Finch Hatton. No rider allocated yet for the Tersey Yard. 5 is Only Him, Keenan Stain for Bridget Steidolf. 6 is Holy Land for Vanessa Becketoft. 7 is True Beauty. Dennis Schwartz rides for Thomas Mason. 8 is Defeek for Vanessa Bekitoft. 9, Mr. Greenlight from the same yard. 10 is Wantage for Bridget Steidolf. 11 is Armstrong, Vanessa Bekitoft. 12, Bugatti Blue, ridden by Wes Mawing for Deborah Swanson. 13, Edward VII for Gorhan Tezi. 14, 7 Seas, also for the Tersey yard. 15 is Love the View, Ashton Aries for Thomas Mason. 16, Citrusdal, Morgan Yamagwete for Bridget Steidolf. 17 is Mindmaster, Vanessa Bekitoff, the trainer. 17 is Mindmaster. 18 is Obscure, and that's for the Bridget Steidolf yard. 19, Farnica is a reserve for Deborah Swanson. And 20 is Tulip Way, also a reserve for Deborah Swanson. These are the runners that will take part in the OK Grand Challenge come Saturday, the 4th of June. I will now call upon Mr. Adrian Nydam, who's going to fix up the betting. And you can see what you'll get for your money if you take a punt on these runners come Saturday, the 4th. Let's give him a warm welcome as he comes through. Mr. Nydam will price up the runners for the OK Grand Challenge.
Thanks, Ngoni. Right, thanks, Ngoni, and yeah, what a fantastic occasion, and really well done to the MTC and the OK Group, and lots of familiar faces. Yeah, and I'm just a spokesman on behalf of Moore's World of Sport, so you won't be winning my money, but you could easily win their money. And we're just going to go through in number order. I think that's the easiest order, and it'll be easy for Wadzi to write in on the board. So what's number 1? What a Dandy. He is at 7-1. Number 2, Lily Blue, is 6-1. Number 3, Captain of Tortuga, is 16-1. Number 4, Finch Hatton, is 10-1. Number 5, Only Him, is 4-1. One of the favorites for the 2022 OK Grand Challenge is horse number 6, Holy Land, at 5-2. The joint favorite is horse number 7, True Beauty, at 5-2. Number 8, Defeek, is 7-2. Number 9, Mr. Greenlight, is 16-1. Number 10, Wantage, is 12-1. Number 11, Armstrong, is 14-1. Number 12, Bugatti Blue, is 20-1. Number 13, Edward VII, is 14-1. Number 14, 7 Seas, is 12-1. Number 15, Love the View, is 10-1. Number 16, Citrusdal, 14-1. Number 17, Mindmaster, is 16-1. Number 18, Obscure, is 14-1. And then the 2 reserve runners, that's number 19 and number 20, Varnica and Tulip Way, they both 20-1. So just for those of you who don't understand a little bit about betting, should you wager on any of these horses and they do not run, you'll be entitled to a full refund. However, if one of the other fancied runners comes out and they obviously within the deduction rates, you'll be subject to a deduction. So you have to run, obviously, otherwise you'll get your refund. Okay, so that's the position as things stand now, and I'm going to, Melody is on course. Melody, representing Moore's World of Sport, will be on course to take any bet, should you like to wager a bet. And I'll hand you back over to Ngoni. Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks very much, Adrian. Talking about wagering of bets, I'm going to call upon now the MTC Vice Chair and the OK Zimbabwe Marketing Director, Ms. Juliet Ziswa, to put the opening betting for the runners of the OK. Let's give them a warm welcome. No, you can just come up. First of all, let's start with Mr. Buchan. Who's your money on and why?
Okay, Ngoni, I'm going to go 4-1. I'm going to put $50 on only him, horse number 5.
Only him, horse number 5, is putting 50 on. And Juliet?
Okay, all right, all right. Max? I am putting $50 on Holyland.
Max. Mr. Max is also going to come up and have a punt as well. And we'll see where he puts his money on. The rest of you in attendance, if you also wish to take a bet, like Adrian said, you can see the lady there who's taking the bets. And let's see what Mr. Karombo is going to put his money on.
Thanks, Goni. I'll put on two horses. Firstly, you know, as an ex-beerman, so I'll go with the tankard winner, True Beauty, $50. And my true favorite is horse number 12, Bugatti Blue. I think that has got a fantastic draw. And I think there's good value there, 20-1, so that's why.
Well done. There you go. Max going for True Beauty and Bugatti Blue. The betting remains open for anyone in the crowd who wishes to also take a bet. You can come through. And if you're wondering who's going to be running in the OK, now you've got a chance to see them because they're going to be coming out on parade for your pleasure. So if you wish to make your way down to the hedge there beside the course, the runners will be coming through and you can see who will be running in the OK Grand Challenge on the Saturday, 4th of June, 2022. The field of 20 runners for the OK Grand Challenge will be coming out on parade shortly. And you'll be able to see the runners that will take part on Saturday, the 4th of June, 2022. Out in front is horse number 1, What a Dandy. Norbert Takawira will pick up the ride on What a Dandy, drawn 5 for Deborah Swanson. In second on parade is horse number 2, Lily Blue. Jared Penny will ride for Bridget Steinhoff, drawn 13 is Lily Blue. Number 3 is Captain of Tortuga. Francois Harold will ride for Bridget Steinhoff, drawn 10 is Captain of Tortuga. Coming out next is horse number 4, Finch Hatton, drawn 6. No rider allocated yet for Gorkantezi. 5 is Only Him. Will be drawn 16 on Saturday. Keenan Stain will ride for Bridget Steinhoff. 6 is Holy Land. Vanessa Becketoff's runner, drawn 3. 7, True Beauty, will be ridden by Dennis Schwartz, drawn 8 for Thomas Mason. Number 8 is Defeek, will be drawn 11 for Vanessa Becketoft. Going past is the 9, Mr. Greenlight. also from the Becketoft yard. 10 is Wantage, drawn 4 for the Bridget Steidel yard. 11 is Armstrong. No rider allocated for Vanessa Becketoft's yard. Number 12 is Bugatti Blue, drawn 19. Wes Mowing will ride for Deborah Swanson. 13 is Edward the 7th, drawn 12 for the Tersey yard. 14 is 7 Seas. 7 Seas will be turned out by the Gorkan Tersey yard, drawn 1, prime draw in the OK. 15 Love the View. Ashton Aries will ride for Thomas Mason. Love the View will be drawn 18 and priced up at 10 to 1. 16 is Citrus Dal. Morgan Yamagwete will ride for Bridget Steidel, and you can get a bet on that at 14 to 1. 16 Mindmaster from the Vanessa Becketoft yard, drawn 2. 18 Obscure. Obscure drawn 17 for Bridget Steidel. 19 is Varnica, drawn 7, your first reserve. And last but not least, 20 is Tulipway, drawn 14, and that's your second and final reserve. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the field that will take part in the OK Grand Challenge on this Saturday, the 4th of June, 2022. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, full complement of 20 runners. They don't come bigger than the OK, and accordingly, full field of 20 runners to take their chances on OK Day, Saturday the 4th of June. Remember, if you also wish to take a punt on any or more of these runners, the betting is open with Moore's World of Sports. You can see Melody. She's ready to assist you with any bets that you may wish to take on these runners on the feature race of OK Day. Okay, now we're gonna go and get an insight into the runners that you have just seen parading in front of you for the OK Grand Challenge. And we'll have a chat to the trainers, the people that work behind the scenes to make sure that these runners present themselves in peak condition, whether today or on race day. Let's have a chat to the trainers that will be representing the yards, the various yards of Borrowdale Park on OK Day. Right, so let's get cracking and see and get a chat to the trainers representing Borrowdale Park. I see Miss Deborah Swanson is close by, don't go away. Let's have a chat to you first and see what your opinion is of your runners and of your opposition on OK Day. Hello, Deborah. Nice to see you.
Hi, Ngoni. Always nice to be here. Thank you, OK, for putting up with us again and supporting our industry.
Well done, Deborah. Can you give us an insight as to your runners in the yard? It's a big field. What are your chances like? Who are you rating the most? And what's your opposition like?
Well, it is a big field, and in a race of this nature, very often your favorites get unlucky, and it's very often one that's been doing well and running on of late that actually surprises. We just had a look at all of them. They all look great. I'll go through mine. What a dandy. When the OK people speak of happiness, this horse puts a smile on my face every day. He's old, he loves his racing, he loves his job. He's very, very well. The handicapper has got hold of him his last 2 wins. He's gone from a 76 to 105, so he's got a huge weight to carry. But he's got a huge heart to do it. What he lacks in size, he's got in heart. And Norbert Takwera, our local my champion jockey, will partner him on the day. He's won on him before, and Dandy runs for everybody and honours John Comedies, carrying his colours on the day. So he's very well, a lot of weight to carry, but he'll give his best, he always does. Bugatti Blue, 1800, a little bit short for him, but it's not like he hasn't won over the trip before. He will be wanting a nice, strong pace. He loves to front run. If he doesn't have to wait too long in the pens and he gets out and going. Wes Maui has won on him before. It's a tall ask for him. But he is a very, very genuine little battle horse, and he's been around long enough to know what he's doing, so he'll be out to make every stride a winning one, I'm sure. And then my 2 reserve runners, Varnica and Chudabwe, Varnica is the queen of my yard. She's never gone this far for me before. Obviously, when all our other horses were falling apart, the owner suggested running her, and at first I thought that they were crazy. She's a VAR. But I've galloped her twice around the bend. Once I was very pleasantly surprised, so I did it again to make sure it wasn't a fluke. And she came home very well. She coped with 16 to 1800 very well. So if she does have an opportunity to run, I think she'll run a very game race, and I think she'll be making people put their feet up. Tulip Way, tiny little girl, my little battle shield maiden, she will probably battle to get into the race. But Kevin Derrera is riding her, and he knows her system, he knows her style, and if she gets a chance to run, I think she'll be competitive again as well. So I wouldn't count them out if they do run. It is a tough field, but with races of this nature, it's not always your best horses that do win. It's just one of those big fields, big chances. A lot of BMT is needed. Looking at the horses, they all look beautiful. And I must admit, I was thinking something sneaky like Citrus Style or something might be a big challenge, obviously without going ahead with your usual dangers of Lily Blue and Holy Land and True Beauty. I thought Defeat looked very well, but I must admit the horse that caught my eye the most walking around there was only him. It looked like anything would be battling to compete with him on looks alone, so good luck to them all. Hope they all come home sound.
Thank you very much, Debbie, and all the best come OK Day. Ladies and gentlemen, Deborah Swanson, one of the trainers here at Borrowdale Park. Let's give her a warm hand as she goes. Next up, I'm going to call upon Miss Bridget Steidolf. She fields a strong hand as well, and let's hear what she has to say. Welcome, Bridget. I'm sure you must be happy to have OK sponsoring a race of this magnitude and coming back this year again to continue their sponsorship.
Yeah, no, thanks, Ngoni. Obviously, just first off, a massive, massive thank you to OK. It's fantastic to have this race again this year, and the sponsorship that they've put and as a result, with it being raised to a grade 1, obviously we're very, very happy. So a very big thank you from all of us. Just going through my runners. Obviously, look, I've got a very big hand this year. We've got 6 runners. Lily Blue as well. Obviously she's carrying a top weight again. Doesn't have the best of jaws yet again. But you know what? She's a game horse. She'll be trying. Captain of Tortuga. I think first time going over this distance. He's well. He's happy. I think I've got him the best that I've ever had him since he's been with me. He's got Francie Herald on. He's an older jockey. He knows this course really well. So he could be one of the ones that could come and upset. Only him. He's a big horse. He's imposing. He's beautiful. But he's still a big baby. As we saw in the tankard, he saw the crowds and he stopped. It's my biggest worry for the OK. So go with him at your peril. Wantage, my little horse. He tries his hardest. He ran a phenomenal race in the tankard. He's got a good jaw. He's got a nice weight. He could be the underdog. And then Citrustel, he ran a phenomenal race in the tankard. Morgan knows him really, really well. So they come in, they don't have the best of jaws, but they're both well. And then Little Obscure, Lily Blue's full sister. She comes in with the bottom weight. She loves the distance. And I think she might surprise someone.
Thanks very much, Bridget. Looking at the runners as they went past, who is it that caught your eye? I know Deborah said only him caught her eye from your side, so that's at least a seal of approval for you.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Debs. Look, as Debbie said, all the horses are looking absolutely amazing. Funny enough, what a dandy actually took my eye. And Holy Land, he's a beautiful horse, and I think that could be one of the biggest dangers in this race.
Well done, and all the best for Saturday, Bridget.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was Bridget Steidoff. Up next, can I call upon Mr. Gorkan Tezi? Mr. Tezi, one of the trainers as well, featuring in the 2022 edition of the OK Grand Challenge. Welcome, Gorkan.
Thank you very much.
What does your yard hold for Saturday, the 4th of June?
Thanks, Ngoni. Thank you to OK again for giving us an exciting race to prepare for. Having won the race last year with Finchatten, I do think I know what it takes to win the race. I've got 3 lovely horses in the race, 7 Seas, Edward VII, and Finchatten. To be honest, I'm not really worried about the opposition. I think my horses will be first, second, third, hey? So, yeah, follow our yard. Finchatten's got a good draw. 7 Seas, 52 kgs. It's going to be hard to catch her. She hasn't had that weight for a long time. And they're very well. So, to be honest, I think the other trainers can bring it on, and watch out for my horses.
Well done to you, Mr. Gorkan Tezi. Next up, can I call upon Mr. Thomas Mason? Welcome, Tom. Like the trainer said, the OK Grand Challenge, we're pleased to have them come on board again this year, and we're grateful for the sponsorship.
Yes, I think it's fantastic to have OK back again. They keep following our racing here, and it's bigger and better every year. And $70,000 race is fantastic stake money to race for. We don't often get that kind of stakes in Zimbabwe, and I think we're all here to try and have a piece of the pie. And also, I just want to say one other thing. I think it's fantastic for Zimbabwean racing that the club has managed to get the race grade up from a grade 2 to a grade 1. We race in the whole world for grade 1 races. It's one of the most prestigious races to have in the world, grade 1s. And to have 2 in Zimbabwe now, I think is fantastic. Well done to Scott Bock and NPC for getting us up to grade 1. I think it's fantastic. As for the race, well, I'm not sure Gokka knows how to count, because he says 1, 2, 3. Well, I can probably get one better than that. Second, third, and fourth for Gokka, and I'll beat him. Why not? Got 2 runners in the race. True Beauty, as we saw, she came out and won the Castle Tankard, won a very good race. I think she won with bit in hand. She is worse off in the weights, and obviously 2,000 meters compared to 1,800, a little bit different. It does get more horses into the play. It's a different kind of race than the tankard. And horses that finish 3-4 lengths off them in the tankard will improve heaps and bounds over 18. Horses like Finchatten, I agree with that. Gokken will improve. Lily Blue as well. Holy Land will suit the 1800. More competitive. You need a bit of luck and a bit of a draw as well. And the OK Grand Challenge has always been a hard race to win. There's always been a bit of unluckiness in the race. I think we need that in this race to win this race. But going back to True Beauty, she's well. I've got her very well at the moment. She's come out of that race exceptionally well, on her toes, and I'm definitely going to try and lower Gokken's colours. My other horse, Love the View. Unlucky in the Castle Tankard. He pinged the gates, burst his bubble a bit, and you know, in racing, when you do that kind of thing, it never easy to come back. And it definitely told in the race. He just didn't quite have the energy at the end. He's much better than his last run. He's an outsider in the race. He's got a wide draw, which I think might suit him. Low weight, and I think he, for me, could be the sneaker in the pack. But I went for a good race, and I think we have an exciting finish.
Anything from the opposition that's caught your eye today?
Well, obviously, I've got a soft spot for Holy Land. He's a nice horse. I did pick him as a young horse, or as a 4-year-old. And I think the OK will suit him. The 2,000 meters was just too far for him. 1,800, draw 3. I think he's a big, big runner. Only him you can't discard. He's gutsy. He's a big horse. Maybe Bridget can do some homework on the crowds. Maybe come to the tracks more often, and with the crowd here, maybe he won't stop this time. I think only him will be a big runner. Holy Land, I think the same 3 will fight out the finish.
Well done. Thanks, Tom, and all the best for Saturday.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Thomas Mason. Last but not least, let me call upon Miss Vanessa Bekitoft. She'll be represented by Mr. Adrian Nydam. I don't think she's around, so let's give a warm welcome to Nydam as he comes up and gives us an insight into the runners for the Bekitoft Yard. Well done, Adrian. Can you give us a rundown of how your runners are looking up and shaping up at the yard?
Yeah, just a quick apology on behalf of Vanessa. She had to attend to a horse back at the stables. Yeah, what a fantastic race, and as the betting suggests, a really difficult race. She's got 5 in the race at the moment, and still looking for jockeys. So fingers crossed she gets through that. We'll start with the outside of 5, I would say, which is my horse Armstrong. Not favoured by the draws in the OK Grand Challenge, but he deserves his place in the lineup, and I'm sure he'll try his best, but it's going to be difficult from draw 20. Down at the bottom, Mine Master, he's benefited a good draw. He is a 4-year-old, which will hold him in good stead. He's most probably one of the better outsiders with a good draw and being a 4-year-old, so he's slightly short of the best from last year. So I think he could maybe run fourth or 5th at his best. We then go on to Mr. Green Light. At the moment, he's Mr. Red Light. He's not performing at all at the moment. He's much better than his current form. Should he pitch up on the day, he's always in with a chance. He's campaigned with these horses before, and like I say, it just depends on which horse pitches up. Number 8, Defeek. Without a shadow of a doubt, the horse that's got the most problems in the race. If he's sound on the day, Vanessa's done a sterling job to get him to the race. But there's nothing like a race, and there's nothing like the OK Grand Challenge. So I think it's a difficult task, but he's without a shadow of a doubt one of the top horses in the lineup. He's got a good galloping weight, and if he doesn't get tired over the last 200 meters, I think he'll be in the first 3. And then the pick of the yard's got to be horse number 6, Holy Land. Perfect draw 3. As honest as the day is long. Fantastic horse to have in the stable for some fantastic owners. And I think, obviously, I'm going to be a bit biased here, but I think Holy Land will win. He'll win the OK Grand Challenge.
Well, that's confident from Mr. Nydam there. Let's give him a warm round of applause as he exits the podium. Do we have any jockeys in the house? I see Norbert Takawira. Norbert? We're going to have a chat to one of the local jockeys who will be flying the flag for him on the OK Day. Mr. Norbert Takawira. Well done, Norbert. You ride What a Dandy for Deborah Swanson. What are your chances there?
Okay, first of all, good afternoon, people. I believe in my horse, and I'm hoping to win. I'm not scared of any horses, no matter what people are saying. Holland, true beauty. We shall see with what at the end of the day he knows it. So I'm going to take it.
Thanks very much there, Norbert. That's Norbert Takawira, one of the local jockeys that will be taking part on OK Day. I didn't see any other people here, but Cash and Nikki, I saw them somewhere here. Well, I don't think they're around anymore. But ladies and gentlemen, that just about wraps up the afternoon's proceedings. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. And we hope to see you on Saturday, the 4th of June, for the running of the 2022 edition of the OK Grand Challenge. We hope you'll be here joining us on that afternoon in the Race to Happiness. For the media members in our midst, as usual, we can facilitate your questions to the various trainers and jockeys. If you can see me afterwards, we'll be able to do that for you. But otherwise, please stick around. More refreshments are on order, as well as snacks at the snack bar there. Thank you very much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope to see you on Saturday, the 4th of June. Thank you very much.